Okay, we still have some missing people. But we have a warm-up in Canvas, if you can start looking at that. Today, we are going to be working on U4L9, Functions Explore / Investigate. What is due today is the warm-up, and U4L8 Conditionals Make is due on Wednesday. I'm worried about our apps. I only have about a third of them in, so let me know if you're having any difficulty. Okay. We have a conditionals quiz on Thursday, okay? So it's just gonna be 3 points, again, Boolean expressions. Our objective or goal is that you will be able to investigate how to break down problems into smaller, more manageable pieces by observing how 3 different programs work. Okay. All right, well, no one seems to be flooding in, but we're still missing. Maybe they're still on vacation. Here's Alex. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing and we'll go over the warm-up, because if I share, you get to see the answers. Okay. All righty. Oh, let me just show quickly, while we're going in here, if everyone can look at your module and open the U4L9 song lyric, you'll need that once we get done with the warm-up. So this is what it looks like. It's just this song lyric. Okay, so that's here. I'm gonna look at the warm-up. I will stop sharing so you won't see the answers. Oh, help, I've done this already. All right. Okay, I have my magic picker, but I'm gonna see if someone will be brave enough. Question 1, age and price are set up as variables. Will this code work to calculate the correct ticket price for anyone age 1 to 99? Here's the program. If age is greater than 12, price equals 8. Else, if age greater than 65, greater than or equal to 65, price equals 5. Else, price equals 0. Oh, look, there's Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. We're just going over the warm-up. We could force you to do it. Anybody feeling brave and would like to answer this for me? If not, I can pick someone. So age and price are set up as variables. Will this code work to calculate the correct ticket price for anyone age 1 to 99? We just did a whole ticket taker app. Is this perfect, or is there something wrong with this? You can put it in the chat. Anyone? Nobody's feeling brave? We will go Seth Goldfine. Seth, can you help me with this? What do you think? Is it true or false?
I think it would be true.
Okay, can you walk me through then how is this working? Let's say if I'm 99 years old.
If that would be
how much
larger than 12.
What was that?
Would that be 5? Because it's higher.
But what's going to happen? So age 99, is age 99 greater than 12?
Yeah.
So what's it going to charge me?
8.
$8. And what is the problem that we're encountering here? It's everyone's favorite. Look, there's Hurad. Okay. What's happening here is the most significant number was not first, right? So when we basically, these else, if, else statements are like filters. They are filtering out all the different things and they come off at a separate level, right? If it works perfectly. So here, our most significant number is 65 because we're talking about age. These get very tricky because sometimes it is not the biggest number that goes first. Sometimes you're counting up from the bottom and it's a low number that has to be first. There's Dakota. And I think everyone is still a little on vacation. So that's perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, question number 2. Which of the following codes is not correct using the variables day and age? Okay, so 1, if day equals Tuesday or Thursday, set text no charge for the museum. 2, if day equals Monday or day equals Wednesday, set text no charge for the museum. 3, if day equals Monday and age is greater than or equal to 65, console log, no charge for the museum. 4, if day equals Saturday or day equals Sunday, console log, it's the weekend. Audrey seems to have an idea, but she only sent it to me. Anybody have an idea of which one of these is not correct? It's another classic mistake that we've been taught. Anybody? How about Jessica Klein?
Is
Jessica?
it the second one?
Which one?
The second one.
Okay, and what's wrong with that? If day equals Monday or day equals Wednesday, set text no charge for the museum.
Oh wait, no, that one's actually right. It's the first one that's not right.
Right, you are. Perfect. You got it. Hang on, let me let these guys in and I will explain. Anna and Harold. Welcome, Anna and Harold. I'm sorry, we're just going over the warm-up. You can do this on your own after this, but I'm going over the second question. Which of the following codes is not correct using the variables day and age? If day equals Tuesday or Thursday, set text no charge for museum. If day equals Monday or day equals Wednesday, set charge, no charge for the museum. If day equals Monday and age is greater than or equal to 65, console log, no charge for the museum. If day equals Saturday or day equals Sunday, console log, it's the weekend. So this is just the warm up in Canvas. I'd love you guys to do it. But we were going over which one was not right. So it is A that is a problem. And this is a classic example that we talked about a week or so ago. It's in English, we say, if the day is Thursday or Tuesday or Thursday, set text to museum for no charge. That is normal English, but we are not talking English. We are in computer language. So we need to say if day equals Tuesday or day equals Thursday. Our variable day has to be being evaluated in there with Thursday. It needs the variable. You cannot just say or Thursday. It won't make sense to the computer. Okay. All right, for those late entrants, we just did our warm up in Canvas. We're working on U4L9, functions, explore, and investigate. We've done our warm up. We have a quiz next Thursday. It is going to be on conditional, same thing, just 3 questions, 3 points. It's going to be Boolean expressions. Your app The U4L8 conditionals make app is due on Wednesday. Our objective is that you will be able to investigate how to break down problems into smaller and more manageable pieces by observing how different programs work. Okay, something I wanted everyone to do, which I showed earlier, go into your module and open up these song lyrics. Okay, if you open up song lyrics right here, they will look like this, and I will tell you about them. Okay, looking at your lyrics, in style 1, what line of the song do you sing after line 9? What about in style 2? Style 2 uses fewer lines to write. Are there fewer lyrics to sing? What are the benefits of writing a song in style 2? Okay, why are we looking at this? This second song is written in a style that we're going to use to write some of our programs. In fact, we're going to start off by looking at a program that sings this exact same song. Yes, sings is in quotation marks because it actually console logs the whole song. Okay, just looking at that song. Oh, hang on, I'm not sharing. Please, guys, say something when I'm not sharing. Sometimes I mean to, but most of the time it's my fault. Okay, so in the chat, or you can sing out, in style 1, what line of the song do you sing after line 9? Anyone? Come on, this is a pretty straightforward question. I know we just got back from vacation, but what line do you sing after line 9 in style 1?
Line 10.
Line 10. That's what we're looking for. And what happens on line 10 in style 2?
You go to line 36.
It's sending you somewhere down at the bottom in order to sing the chorus. So instead of writing everything out, it's using the chorus sort of like a bank. So it's saying, go to the bank and just do whatever's in there. All right. And what are the benefits of writing a song in style 2? This is just like when we were looking at this before and had to use the dictionary. What did the dictionary do for us when we were sending a message? Anybody remember? The dictionary made our message much shorter, so it was quicker and easier to send it across the internet. What are the benefits of writing a song in style 2? Come on, guys, this is not rocket science.
It's shorter.
It's shorter. It's cleaner. You're not having to type out, every single line of the refrain every time. Think about when you were younger and you had to write out lines for doing something bad. I will not talk in class. You're looking for how to make all the T's one line that you just go across. We're trying to shorten our messages. All right. So you're going to go into lesson 9 in code.org and look at circle 2. All right. Run the program, add the code when requested, run the program again, and yes, you can sing along. So what's it telling you? It's telling you that this code is using functions to display the lyrics of a song. There are a few places where this program skips the chorus. Do this. Run the program to see how it works. Pay attention to what happens when the program sings the chorus. Add code to make the program sing the chorus. There are comments to tell you where to add the code, okay? So let's see if you can do that. Remember what the last person said about style 2. What was line 10 doing? Line 10 was sending you to line 36 to sing the refrain. Okay, so take a look at this. You'll have 3 minutes. We'll come back at about 58. We're not going anywhere. You're just doing it by yourself. So just take a look at circle 2 and I'll give you 3 minutes to add the code and figure out what's going on. Okay. All righty. So what was happening in there? Anyone want to tell me? Team, did this all make sense? Okay. Guys, were you able to figure this out? I'm not hearing anything from anyone. That typically makes me think that, look, there's a thumbs up. Okay, so just looking at this, this is the idea that here is our function. This is where we are declaring our function, sing chorus. This is where we are calling to sing the chorus. If you want to add code here to sing the chorus twice, how do I do that? Oh, actually, I don't. No, we're going to do it this way. Can I? I don't think I can. So I would just come down here and grab, add code to sing chorus, my function, throw it in there and call it what? I would call it sing chorus. Okay. And then I can do the same thing, right? That's all I'm going to do. All right, so that's what does it. That's going to sing the chorus twice. Any questions or problems? All right. Let's move on to the big game. All right. Are you seeing and hearing this?
One of the most important concepts in computer science is how to define new commands, how to add your own words to a computer language. Most computer languages have only about 100 words or commands, and really the art and magic is in defining your own new words out of these building blocks. We do this all the time in sports. For example, in basketball, you start by learning how to dribble, how to do a layup, how to rebound. Once you've learned these really basic moves, you learn new moves and put together these building blocks, like a pick and roll or a give and go. And you can then go from there to do more complex plays. And once you learn that play and give it a name, everybody on the team knows how to do it. Similarly, once you've taught a computer how to do an action once using these sequence of commands, you can make up your own name for that action. So it's easy to repeat it later. When you define your own command and give it a name, that's called a function.
There are two steps to using functions in JavaScript. First, we need to define our function, and then we need to call it. When you define a new function, you are simply giving a single name to a set of actions you want the computer to perform. To call a function, you just type the name of the function followed by parentheses. This is actually telling the computer to perform or execute the set of actions you gave a name to. You've already been calling functions when you use the turtle commands. The only difference is that someone else defined them for you. Notice in AppLab, the toolbox now has a tab called Functions. There are two blocks in there, one for defining a new function and one for calling a function. Let's make a function that moves the turtle forward twice. We'll call it Move Twice. Drag a new function block out and type in the name you want to give the function. Now, add the code that you want to run when the function is called. We'll add two move forward commands and then run our program. Hey, we defined a function, but nothing happened. The reason is we forgot step 2. We need to call the function. To call the function, we drag out the other block in the Functions tab and add in the name of our function. Now that we have both defined and called our function, the code will actually run and the turtle will move. Notice that if I also call the function before its definition, it still works. It just calls the function twice. Defining a function simply gives a name to a block of code without actually running it. The definition can actually be anywhere in your program. The rest of the code will execute line by line, just as before. Calling a function executes the lines of code inside the function, and afterwards, the program returns to where it left off when the function call was made. The fact that the function definition can be placed anywhere means that your code can get messy and really hard to read. So we typically put our function definitions at the end of our programs to help keep things organized. In JavaScript, we call them functions, but the generic term is procedure. All programming languages have a way to define and use new procedures, and it's just another example of how computer scientists use abstraction to solve problems. Once you've written a procedure or function that you know works as intended, you can call the function as often as you wish without worrying about the details or problems you had to solve to get it working. And in defining a function to perform a certain task, you've essentially increased the capabilities of the programming language and can now use that function on its own or as a part of even more complex actions. You can also see why it's important to give your function a meaningful and descriptive name. If you called it something like do stuff, it would be unclear what the function was supposed to do and make it hard to use in your own code. By referencing a large and complex block of code by a single name, it makes it much easier to understand what a program is doing by reading the code, and also easier to locate and fix problems or errors.
Okay. All right. So for this next phase, we're going to be using breakout rooms and investigating some of these functions. So one thing, lost Miranda. She is here. Yep. So this is going to be asking you some simple questions. On what line or lines is the update screen function being declared? On what lines is the update screen function being called? How does the update screen function make the program easier to write and understand? That's some of those ideas we just went over. The one confusing thing here is in the video, she is saying you define a function, but here we are saying you declare a function. I am going to stick with declaring a function because that seems to be the way they are referring to it in the code.org modules. So we're not working in the videos. Let's work with the language the modules are using. So when you declare a variable, it is like declaring declare a function. It is like declaring a variable. Instead of var, you use the word function. Space, the title of your function, and then open and close parentheses. Okay, let me make breakout rooms. All righty. Oh, I know. Let me stop sharing and enable. Okay, you guys are able to share inside your breakout rooms if you would like to. Okay. We're going to have 5 minutes. It is 2:06. We'll come out at 2:11. All right. What line is the update screen function being declared? What line's function being called? And then there'll probably be some instructions to change the code. In you go. The 2:11 will come out. Sorry, I did not open the room. Okay, in you go. I'll give you till 2:12. Seth, Tyler, Audrey, Ethan? Questions, problems? Ethan? Anything I can do for you? You in there? Ethan?
Mr. Swift, you are muted.
Not sharing. Here we are. Thank you, team. Keep me honest. All my worst instincts have come back with a little vacation. Okay, did this all make sense for everyone? Was everyone able to figure out?
Yep.
Okay, why don't you, Alex, can you, hang on. One second, I'm trying to get to the chat. Alex, can you help me answer a few of these questions? So
Absolutely.
on what line is the update screen function being declared?
It's being declared on line 6.
No, it is not being declared on line 6.
Oh, that's the one that's, oh, never mind. It is,
It tells you in
oh,
the
I'm
comment.
sorry, I got confused. It's declaring on line 23.
Correct.
Making
Okay.
a variable on line 6.
It's being called on line 6.
Oh,
So
okay.
everyone with the U4L4 apps, as I said, I think at the start of class, the most common mistake everyone made was not putting comments on. We've been saying put comments on your on events. Now you're starting to put comments on things like your variables, your if expressions and things like that. Look at the comments in here. These are appropriate comments. These are supposed to give you a guide to the kind of comments you should be putting on your app. Part of the beauty of it is it says call update screen function to set up the screen. You are calling the update function here. It is literally telling you what it is doing. Down here, declare the update screen function. We are declaring our function. Same thing as a variable. We put function space, our name, and then open and close parentheses. Okay. To change the programming, this is not really what I'm worried about, but to do the things in here, all you had to do was come down to the function and you could change how it is counted. So change the program to make the game end when the score is 15 or greater. It's ending at 10 or greater now, so I just changed this to 15. Change the program to make the game end when the score is minus 10 or less. It's minus 5 now. I just changed that to 10. Change the program to make the display the word clicks after the count as you play the game. For example, it should say 5 clicks or 10 clicks instead of just 5 or 10. I thought that I did this right, but it doesn't seem to be adding it. But in my mind, hang on.
No, Mr. Swift, you would put it under the first line of the function under that set text. You would I went into show text to make it easier, but it should after the variable count is called, it should have plus and then the quote space clicks. I'll put it in chat.
Oh, up in this set text on top?
Yeah, it should be
So
there.
so instead of being,
Yeah, you can, yeah.
and now a weird thing, I don't even think I can get rid of that plus. Let's go to text mode. Everyone's favorite. You can do everything in text mode.
So you would, yeah.
Let's get rid of that.
Plus, and then I like to stay in show text because it makes it easier, but you would go to count and then you'd add a plus.
All right, plus space.
That's a minus. Oh.
I hear you. Count plus space.
And then quote space clicks. Yeah, that worked. It took a load. I did the same thing as you and I got confused and then I figured it out.
It's confusing. Okay, so let's see if this does what we want. All right. Hey, look, it's saying clicks. Fabulous. No, that is what this exemplifies is the idea that you need to train your eyes to look at these things and spot where something might be different. That what my problem was, I was not modifying the count display label. I was modifying the final score label. So that was a problem. Great teamwork. Okay, so now we're gonna do the next part, which is, hang on, let's get into present mode. We're gonna go into level 5, okay? It's our friend the lemon squeezer. How does the newly added update screen function help keep your code better organized or reduce the amount of repeated code? We're gonna have another 5 minutes in here, all right? So we'll come out at about 2:23, all right? So take a look in here, follow the instructions, see what you can do to create a function. In you go. And you should be set to share. So in your room, have your best coder share their screen so that everyone else can see what's going on. This is really about building your understanding. I'm not so worried about your grade. I want you to understand how to build an app, how to work with functions. Hurrah, Ethan, Noah, can I help you? Look, we lost Alex. Hurrah, Ethan, Alex.
Yeah, my Zoom crashed.
I hear you. Which room were you in?
Breakout room 9.
You're coming up.
Thank you.
Noah, Ethan. I don't understand how you guys are outside. Let's see. No. Ethan, Noah.
You're muted.
I swear you're unmuted until the breakout room ended. Thank you. All right, so this is our wrap up. The update screen pattern, all right? So this is basically, if you have not done your U4L4 app, this is what the U4L4 app does. It is your photo liker. It has variables that count and it updates the screen. Hang on, where am I? Somehow I've lost someone. Dakota. Okay. So you have an up button, you have a down button, and you have your update screen function. Okay.
Mr. Swift, I don't know if it's just me, but you're not sharing your screen with us.
Hang on, got lost in the interims.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now we're back in business. All right. So what we're talking about is the update screen pattern, trying to make sure that you see and understand that. So we create our variable. We can call our update screen. We have an on event. So this is, like I was saying, this is basically the photo liker app. It's got an up button that counts up. And once it counts up by 1, it updates the screen to show that. The way it is updating the screen, it is setting the text on the count label with count. If count is greater than 20, it is going to change the color to green. All right. So the same thing, you need to be evaluating your variable and then calling your update screen. So it needs to be either, count down 1 or count up 1 and then get the screen updated. Our function always comes at the end. We can call our function anywhere. The reason we put the function at the end is just for housekeeping. It lets us see what functions we have because the function can be called anywhere in the program. I mean, this seems like how you put a bug, or a worm in someone's computer. You've got your function buried somewhere and you're just calling this little line, that looks very innocuous. All right, so a function is a named group of programming instructions, also referred to as a procedure in other languages other than JavaScript. Function call, a command that executes the code within a function. All right. So that is it. A function is a named group of programming instructions, also referred to as a procedure, and a function call is the command that executes the code within a function. And again, think of declaring functions. You call a function and you declare a function. The top one is declaring a function, like we declare a variable. Variable is just VAR, function is just FUNCTION. Space, the name of our function, and then open and close parentheses. All right, so we have 2 minutes. I am still missing about a third, 2/3 actually, of our apps for U4L8. I'm still missing a few U4L4s. If this helps you to build your U4L4, please do it. I need your apps. Does anyone have questions on U4L8? I'm going to dedicate the last minute that we have to any questions. Let me just show something that somebody was asking in the last class. All right, I am going to stop sharing and I am going to go to this. This is the decision tree. How do you create a decision tree. Somebody was asking, how do we do that? Here is a student's decision tree. They have 3 variables, age, day, and discount code. They're asking if the day equals Friday and the discount code equals free Friday, that is going to evaluate as true and be a price of 0. If it is false, you go to if age is greater than 18 and day is Saturday, or Saturday and day is Sunday. So if you're older than 18, you get charged adult price on the weekends. Price is $10. If age is less than or equal to 18 and day is equal to Saturday or Sunday, I think everyone is being charged full price on Saturday and Sunday, my belief. And then you're doing, so this is how you're making these decision trees work. A note, there is more than one way to make this program work. There are about 4 different ways that you can create your decision tree. Some are much more elegant than others. They use a lot less steps, okay? If you are having problems with your app, please come on Wednesday or reach out to me to set up a Zoom time. I can help you. This is not that difficult. There, you know, the thing to think of, and the last words I'll give you, in terms of significance, think of why they were starting with Free Friday first. Okay, that's it. We are done with class. You are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex, for a great day and helping me out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget, ask me about the apps. Don't just not turn in your app. You desperately need these.
Can you show the tree again, please?
Do what?
Can you show the tree again?
Hang on, I can't hear you.
Can you show the tree again?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
And I hate to say, I think there's a problem in her tree. So anybody sitting here, do you want me to go through this with you?
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just wanted to see the way that she had it set up so that I could know how to draw mine.
Right. Okay. So it's that same silly tree, you know, that diamond in the middle. And it's just that, you know, one thing's going to go false and the other's going to go true. And I thought this was a nice way to show how to do it effectively.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay.
Hang on, Olivia. I've got a hint for you.
Oh, okay.
The people under 18 are charged the same thing all the time. So you don't need to worry about Saturday and Sunday for them. There's a way to make this work where everything sort of equilibrates out in 2 steps.
Okay.
But don't
2
worry,
steps?
there's multiple ways to do it and none of them is wrong.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye. Harold, Eric, Dakota?
Sorry, I kept disconnecting from the Zoom.
What's your question, Dakota?
So when is that app due? You said it's due on Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Is it possible I could get maybe till Friday? Because my internet is been acting up all day because I'm out of town right now.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Swift.
No worries, Dakota. Just let me know if you're having trouble and I can work with you.
Okay.
Okay. Eric? Eric Chen? Eric? Eric, are you there? Eric?